Coming up next, Legends Division competition with Greg the Hammer Valentine. Putting in an appearance tonight against Big Bob Duncum of the Unholy Trinity with Dutch Mantell.
The following Legends Division match, scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Seattle, Washington, weighing 242 pounds, here's Greg, the Hammer, Valentine.
Big Herc, I've seen a great preponderance of legendary superstars on the Rage roster, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, certainly a workhorse in that field.
Workhorse is pretty accurate, Don. Rage was lucky to secure Greg Valentine.
As far as veteran stars go, Greg's one of the best. This guy eats, breathes, and sleeps pro wrestling. Bobby Duncum isn't facing a pushover tonight.
Conversely, Christy, Bobby Duncum is no pushover either, which is going to guarantee us a really exciting matchup.
His opponent accompanied to the ring by Dirty Dutch Mantell from Houston, Texas, weighing 254 pounds, Big Bob Duncum.
Bobby Duncum and Dutch Mantell. The only one missing is primetime Bobby Mills from the Unholy Trinity. But Bobby Duncum working this act alone tonight against Greg Valentine.
While we're on the topic, I need to clear the air about something. I've been questioned as to why I would sign the Unholy Trinity in the first place. But to be clear, I didn't seek them out. Dutch came to me first. Not that I dislike them in any way. They just weren't really on my radar, but I would have been foolish to turn them away.
I'm sure in the last few weeks you've received dozens and dozens of requests and probably given out dozens more invitations.
All true, Don. It's just that with all that going on, if Dutch Mantell hadn't come looking to sign with Rage, he and the Unholy Trinity might have gotten lost in the shuffle. But in hindsight, I'm glad he did ask to sign with Rage.
If he hadn't, we would be denied this terrific Legends Division matchup that we're about to enjoy. Referee Willie Johnson rings the bell. Here we go. Everybody come center ring. Greg Valentine delivers a wicked forearm. Bobby Duncum with a headlock takedown on Greg Valentine. Dutch Mantell standing ringside, providing encouragement to Big Bob Duncum. Hard right hand to the side of the head of Greg Valentine. Valentine whipped to the ropes. Head-on collision with no result in an arm drag from Greg Valentine. They lock up. Bobby Duncum goes behind. Classic takedown, and look at this Greg Valentine scrambling on his keister here. Bobby Duncum from behind. Hard kick to the midsection from Valentine. He sets him up. Vertical suplex from the Hammer. Greg Valentine, of course, one of the masters of the figure four leg lock, which he has used to some effect. Valentine catches the kick to the midsection from Bobby Duncum and a running clothesline. Bobby Duncum rounds Valentine up. And here we go, snap suplex. Bobby Duncum misses with that stomp. Greg Valentine brings himself back into the ring and gets pitched right back out on the apron. Bobby Duncum looking supremely confident. Well, he was up until a moment ago. Greg Valentine with a leg snap. And Big Bob Duncum. Greg Valentine catches an arm drag. And Bobby Duncum tried for the overhand right, didn't get it. Tried for another shot, didn't succeed there either. And look at this. Nice back suplex from Greg Valentine. The Hammer going for the first cover of the match. One and only a one. Literally, absolutely just a one. Valentine whipped into the corner. Bobby Duncum with a clothesline from behind. Hard kick to the back of the shoulder. Big Bob Duncum trying to assert himself here. Beautiful suplex. Bobby Duncum really starting to put the pressure on Greg Valentine. Valentine with a back body drop on Bobby Duncum. Rounds him up with both hands by the throat. and whips him hard out onto the floor. Greg Valentine working the crowd here in Berlin. Rounds up Bobby Duncum. Has him up over the shoulder. Drops him head first into the ring steps. Bobby Duncum in some serious trouble here. Quick counter. Trying to fight his way out of this fire, but doesn't have enough water. Bobby Duncum back in the ring. Here comes Valentine right after him. Valentine whips to the far corner, counters and escapes. Takes Bobby Duncum down. Drives a knee into the leg of Bobby Duncum. No doubt working him up, softening him up for that figure four, which is probably coming somewhere down the way. Valentine hangs Bobby Duncum off the top rope. Look at this Dutch Mantell trying to bring a little equalizer into the ring with a steel chair, which Bobby Duncum will not get to use. Hard elbow to the top of Bobby Duncum's skull. Bobby Duncum with a dragon sleeper here. Valentine quickly escaping the hold. Takes him down again and a leg snap on the same leg. I guarantee you he's going to put in that figure four pretty soon. Greg Valentine perhaps debating whether or not to use that chair. Too late. Willie Johnson has ditched the chair. Valentine on the mat. Bobby Duncum looking supremely confident at the moment. Greg Valentine with a hard jab. An elbow from Bobby Duncum. Oh, here we go. Clothesline in a second. Bobby Duncum rebounds off the ropes in a beautiful heel kick. Down goes Greg Valentine. Greg Valentine quickly with the counter. Back to his feet. And Bobby Duncum laid out on the mat. Because there's a gouge of the face. But Bobby Duncum counters with a hard shot. Valentine counters equally quickly. Drop toe hold. And now Bobby Duncum in serious trouble as Greg Valentine continues to punish the legs of Big Bob Duncum. An elbow to the midsection. Valentine counters with a kick. Here we go, up and oh, whoa, what a rib breaker right there. Valentine thinking he might have it in the back here. Dragging Bobby Duncum center ring. Drops an elbow on the back of his head. Wow. Greg Valentine now stalking Big Bob Duncum. Could be bad news. And here we go. There it is. As promised. Greg Valentine cinching in the figure four on Big Bob Duncum. Has to break it because of the rope. I know that has to be frustrating for Greg Valentine. He might have ended this match right there. Continuing to drag Bobby Duncum to a convenient spot. Going for the cover. 1, 2. No! Bobby Duncum with a right shoulder up just in the nick of time. Greg Valentine has to start anew. Duncum with a shoulder tackle that took Greg Valentine down to the canvas hard. Duncum with a hard right hand. Valentine with a quick fireman's carry. Rounds Bobby Duncum up. Oh, hard shots. 2 shots to separate Greg Valentine. And a spinning neck breaker drop right there as Bob Duncum, look at this, going to work, taking off that turnbuckle. Unbeknownst to referee Willie Johnson, as Greg Valentine is prepared for a grim situation. Bob Duncum going for a cover. 1, 2, no, not even a 2. About a 1 1/4. Now Bobby Duncum going to loosen every single turnbuckle in that ring. Valentine back inside. Willie Johnson totally confused with all these turnbuckles disassembled. The 2 men tussle. Valentine shoves him away. Drop toe hold. Oh, Rap's trying for that figure 4 again. Bobby Duncum wouldn't let him get away with it. Willie Johnson fixing those turnbuckles now. Whoa, did you see that? What a shot. Possibly a totally illegal shot from Greg Valentine. He busted him open. Drops another elbow on the skull of Bob Duncum as Dutch Mantell tries to rally this crowd. No good. 1, 2, 3, and you can chalk this one up. That's all she wrote. Greg Valentine wins by pinfall.
time, 7 minutes and 39 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Greg, the Hammer. Valentine.
There's the old cheaters and never prosper lesson, laid out in graphic detail. Dutch with the chair, and Duncum with the turnbuckles, and all of it just lead to Valentine, cracking Duncum a beauty of a knee to the face while the ref wasn't looking. Talk about your plans going all the way to hell. Yeah guys, this loss? Duncum and Dutch Mantell did it to themselves, y'all.
And indeed it demonstrated that Greg Valentine is indeed a wily veteran. What a terrific win for the Hammer. We'll be right back with more RWL Rage right after the break.